Hi, I'm Jack, and my signature assignment was on willpower. Willpower is the ability to control one's own actions, emotions, or urges. It also is the strong determination that allows one to do something difficult. Willpower is defined from the book we were reading, The Brain, The Story of Us, as the concept of inner strength that helps us make disciplined choices like resisting temptations or meeting deadlines. It highlights how willpower can be depleted after a long day, leading to poor decisions like overeating or procrastinating. Psychologist Roy Baumeister's study is mentioned where participants who suppressed emotion during a sad movie had less energy for subsequent tasks. This suggests that self-control requires energy, and once it is used, it diminishes, affecting our ability to make good decisions. Willpower and the prefrontal cortex. Willpower is closely linked to the functioning of the prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for decision making, self control, and planning. This area enables us to evaluate the consequences of our choices and resist temptations, such as the lure of unhealthy snacks. However, the prefrontal cortex has a limited capacity. When it becomes overwhelmed with information or stress, the ability to manage impulse wanes. The impact of cognitive load. The more cognitive load we have, like remembering more numbers, uh, the more likely we are to give in to temptation. This was an experiment where people were given numbers to remember, and the group of members that remembered more numbers uh, picked the unhealthier snack. Willpower and health. The role of willpower is critical for fostering healthy lifestyle choices and combating temptations, especially regarding weight management and emotional eating. Research has shown that willpower is finite and its depletion can impede effort to sustain healthy weight. For instance, individuals who exert self-control to resist emotional eating may experience subsequent overindulgence, highlighting the complex relationship between emotional regulation and dietary choices. Willpower and my passion in climate change. Willpower plays a critical role in an individual's capacity to adopt and maintain sustainable practices such as reducing energy consumption, engaging in recycling, utilizing public transportation. By strengthening willpower, individuals are more likely to engage in consistent, eco-friendly behaviors, effectively resisting the lure of convenience and luxury that can be detrimental effects on the environment. The endeavor to address climate change frequently necessitates the postponement of immediate gratification in favor of long-term benefits. A pertinent example of this choice invests in renewable energy sources, which may entail higher initial costs, but ultimately provide substantial environmental and financial return. Developing the ability to delay gratification is essential for reinforcing commitment to such a sustainable decision. Willpower and addiction. The stigma surrounding addiction is largely rooted in the misconception that it is simply a matter of willpower. While addiction is acknowledged as a complex and chronic brain disease, many people still believe that individuals can easily choose to stop using substances if they truly want to. It is important to understand, although the initial decision to use substances is a choice, repeated use leads to significant changes on the brain and body, which impair a person's ability to quit. Addiction is not a primary result of lack of willpower. However, willpower is an important factor in the recovery process. Possible roles for willpower with addiction. The paradox of willpower refers to the conflicting nature of willpower, especially in the context of addiction and self-control. On one hand, individuals may perceive themselves as strong-willed, believing they have the ability to overcome challenges of control their behavior. On the other hand, this belief can lead to overconfidence and reckless behavior, causing them to underestimate the risk of relapse or the challenge of their addiction. Additionally, those who identify weak-willed may exhibit more caution and make more protective choices, recognizing their limitations. This illustrates a strong will doesn't always translate to effective self-control. Sometimes it can even hinder an individual's ability to navigate difficult situations. I chose willpower because I love sports and I also enjoy the gym, and I was fascinated in our ability to push ourselves to reach certain levels, like an athlete pushing themselves to reach the professional level, or as me, a gym rat, my ability to push myself to get stronger or get more in shape. The most important thing I learned is understanding your limits. Understanding willpower is important because it is a finite resource that can become depleted over time. When individuals exert self-control in one area, they may find it increasingly difficult to maintain that same level of discipline in another area afterward. This is particularly evident in situations like resisting unhealthy food choices or managing emotions. The effort required to practice self-control can lead to subsequent loss of willpower, which may result in overindulgence. What I want people to take away from this is willpower can be strengthened like a muscle through consistent practice and exposure to challenges that demand self-control. One effective strategy is practice to delay gratification. For instance, when confronted with a temptation to check a smartphone, intentionally waiting for a predetermined time, such as 5 minutes, can condition the mind to resist immediate impulses. Another way is physical activity. It strengthens the mind.